Welcome to economics class. So in today's class, I've just planned to start off with microeconomics. What is meant by micro? Micro means small. Yes. So in today's class, we are going to discuss about the first introduction of microeconomics. Topics to be covered: introduction, scarcity, economic problem, meaning of economics, microeconomics and macroeconomics, central problem of an economy, opportunity cost, production possibility, frontier. Economy. What is an economy? An economy is a system in which people earn a living to satisfy their wants through process of production, consumption, investment and exchange. So what is meant by economy? An economy is a system which the people will earn a living and to satisfy their wants. How the wants will be satisfied? The wants will be satisfied through the process of production, consumption, investment and exchange. And you must have observed many activities which were happening around you in your daily life. You may have seen factories, mines, shops, railway, offices, etc. All these institutions and organizations may be collectively called an economy. And such units enable people to earn an income and at the same time helps to produce goods and services which people require for us. Yes, we're calling it as an economy. Basic economic activities. Basic economic activities, economy connects with production, consumption, distribution, exchanges. Why study economics? To understand the basic aspects of an economy, to understand the basic problem of the economy, to understand scarcity. The first point, to understand the basic aspects of the economy. What is meant by aspects of the economy? See, for example, we go to a cinema hall to watch a movie and we go to a restaurant to eat. We attend school to get educated or to be able to earn a living. It means every activity is conducted for a specific reason. So economic it studies because it enables us to understand the different aspects of the economy. Second point, to understand the basic problem of the economy. Third point, to understand scarcity. What is meant by scarcity? Scarcity, which refers to limitation of supply in relations to demand for a commodity. It need to be economized. So, what is meant by scarcity? When we are, which is refers to a limitation of supply in relations to demand for a commodity. When we relate to a demand for a commodity, the limitation is very limited. We'll be calling it as a scarcity. So it has to be economized. What is meant by economizing? Economizing of resources, which refers to maximum optimum use of available resources. So whatever resources is available in an economy, we have to use in the optimum. There is a need to economize as we have to satisfy our unlimited wants out of limited resources. Now, let's move on to scarcity. Scarcity refers to the limitation of supply in relation to demand for a commodity. Scarcity. This picture tells, see, human wants are unlimited. See, we want food, fun, travel, homes, car, drugs, jewelry, etc. And at the same time, resources are limited and time, labor, land, capital, enterprise. Reasons for economic problem. There are three reasons for economic problem. First reason, scarcity of resources. Second, unlimited human wants. Third one, alternate uses. What is meant by scarcity of resources? Resources, which denote land, labor, capital, etc. are limited in relation to their demand. An economy cannot produce all people wants. And the scarcity is a universal problem and which applies to all the individuals, organization and countries. There would have been no problem if resources were not scarce. Yes? So these points which come under in a scarcity of resources. The second point, unlimited human wants. Human wants are never ending. They can never be fully satisfied. As soon as one want is satisfied, the another want will emerge. Want of the people are unlimited and keep on multiplying in it. Yes, and cannot be satisfied due to this limited resources. So we'll be calling it as a unlimited human wants. The third point, alternate uses. Resources are not only scarce, but they can also be put to various uses. See, for example, petrol is used not only in vehicle but also for running machines, generators, etc. So as a result, the economy has to make choice between alternative uses of the given resources. Yes, so these are the three reasons for economic problem. Now, let's move on to meaning of economics. Economics is social science which studies the way a society chooses to use its limited resources which have alternate uses to produce goods and services and to distribute them among different groups of people. So, first of all, economic is a social science which studies, yes, the way the society is going to choose to use its limited resources and which have alternative uses for it and to produce goods and services, and it has to be distributed among different groups of people. We're calling it as a meaning of economics. Now, branches of economics, microeconomics, macroeconomics. Yes, microeconomics studies the behavior of individual economic units. See example, consumer equilibrium, producers equilibrium, product pricing, factor pricing, etc. Microeconomics also called price theory. Yes. Microeconomics. Yes, it's also called a price theory. And Adam Smith is a founder of the microeconomics. Okay, the term micro has been derived from Greek word micros, which means small. Yes, micro, which means small. So microeconomics deals with the problems, deals with an action of small and individual units of an economy. So microeconomics which deals with an individual units, yes, of the economy, like particular consumer or a firm, small group of an individual units. We're calling it as a microeconomics. So microeconomic is a part of economic theory that studies the behavior of individual units of an economy. So the word micro means small, which deals with the individual units of an economy. See, for example, individual income, individual output, price of a commodity, etc. We'll be calling it as a microeconomics. Now, Adam Smith is a founder of microeconomics. Yes, J.M. Keynes is a father of macroeconomics. Macroeconomics studies the behavior of the economy as a whole. Aggregate will be, so that's what macro means large, micro means small. Example, national income, aggregate supply, general price level, inflation, etc. Macroeconomics is also called theory of income and employment. So, the term micro has been derived from Greek word. Macros means large. Macroeconomics deals with the overall performance of the economy. It's concerned with the study of the problem like inflation, unemployment, poverty, etc. So, macroeconomics is a part of economic theory which studies the behavior of aggregate of the economy as a whole. So, we'll be calling it as a macroeconomics. In microeconomics, the letter I stands for individuals. That is, it studies the economic behavior of individuals. In macro, the letter A stands for aggregates. That is, it studies the economy as a whole. So, this is the difference between micro and macro. Now, the picture which tells you what does micro means. Micro means study about individual units. Yes, that's what I have said. Micro, small. Yes, I stands for individual. Macro, A, stands for aggregate as a whole. Yes, so this is micro and macroeconomics. Now, difference between microeconomics and macroeconomics. Microeconomics studies individual income. Macroeconomics studies national income. Microeconomics analyzes demand and supply of labor. Macroeconomics analyzes total employment in the economy. And microeconomics deals with households and firms' decision. Macroeconomics deals with aggregate decision. Microeconomics studies individual prices. Macroeconomics studies overall price level. Microeconomics analyzes demand and supply of goods. Macroeconomics analyzes aggregate demand and aggregate supply. So far we have discussed about what is an economy. Yes, why we study economy, what is meant by scarcity, and what are the reasons for economic problem, meaning of economics, and microeconomics and macroeconomics, difference between microeconomics and macroeconomics. Yes, thank you students.